NAS100 had a big sell-off this past week, and based on whether or not you watched my chart with me video NAS100 from last week, then you probably caught some of this move. If you did, congratulations, because that is what I aim to do on this channel. And in this video, as usual, we're going to go over my entries, my exits, and my profit targets for this market for the upcoming week. And since we already did a really nice markup from last week, what we're going to do this week is we are going to make some adjustments so that way we don't have to totally do everything over. And if you missed last week's video, then go back about 3 videos here and go ahead and check out the latest NAS100 video on this channel so that way you can follow along, and then you'll have both videos and you'll be able to understand very clearly what we were looking for and now what we potentially will look for this upcoming week. So let's go ahead and jump right into the charts. Just going to clean up some stuff. You can see this was my main idea that played out very, very nicely. So here's the weekly chart, and you can see that this was this past week's candle, and this candle sold off 727 points, which is a lot. It did get all the way down here, which was an extra, let's see, 825. Wow, a lot. Roughly, let's just say 500 points inside of the market. So a very rough week for NAS100 for sure. Have you ever thought that you had to sit in front of charts all day in order to make money from the markets? Well, in this How to Trade with a Full-Time Job kit, I'm going to show you how to master trading in just 1 hour per day without sacrificing your job. You're going to get the strategies that I personally use in order to be able to make time in order to trade and learn and do whatever else I need to do inside of my life. If we pay attention to what we drew last week, I'm just going to go over this very briefly. So I did draw an extended level up here just in case price was to come up, and this level is at 22,608, and then we do have a key level right here at 22,237, and then we also have another key level way down here at 20,476. And in here, I'm not really going to call those out just yet because I want to make sure that the levels are cleaned up. And if we clean anything up, obviously you will see it right here. So we're going to do that right now. There's really nothing that I want to change here on the weekly time frame except for a little bit of cleanup, as you already saw. But let's go ahead and go to the daily time frame where we have a lot more data inside of this market. Here's a level. I'm probably not going to touch these because I need to see more information, but looking at this level is still holding pretty strongly, and that's mainly because we do have a support right here, and then we also have this now formed resistance. So it formed resistance once this broke, came back to retest, and continued to sell off. So this level is sitting at 21,321, and then we have this level right here that I liked mainly because this candle. So this is sitting at 20,827. And like I said before, we still have this untouched, but let's see what we do with this in here once we go down to lower time frames right before we talk about the game plan for this upcoming week. All right, so here we are on the H4 time frame, and before we move further, I want you to comment the word sell-off in the comment section below if you have made it this far inside of the video. We're going to get into the game plan, but I want you to comment sell-off just to show that you are here and you are paying attention to this analysis, because all of this is going to help you become a much better trader in the markets and be able to make better decisions for yourself. Looking at this level, this still looks good. I think I still like this level right here. I may just push this up just a little bit to tap into this support. So now this level is sitting at 21,919. And this level right here, I think I want to push this up. Or maybe do I want to push it down? I think I want to push it down. So this level right here is at 21,536. So not much to change. Let me go ahead and measure this super quick just to make sure I got enough range. Yeah, 370. Okay, this is enough range. Okay, great. So I like to have tradable zones when I trade, and I just wanted to make sure there was enough space, and there is on both sides. So I'm good. So now we look at this level, we can see that price has been respecting this. I don't want to move that. This is still looking good, even though we have this really strong bullish engulfing candle stopping right at this support / resistance level. We will see on Monday when the market opens up. But down here, price did something interesting. It kept rejecting this level and then it did form a really nice support. So what I'm going to do is actually move this level down. So that way the two bodies of the candles are sitting right on top of this support. So this level is sitting at 20,464, really close to 65, at least on this chart. Adjust however you need to on your chart, depending on the broker chart that you are using. So far, it's looking good. Let's go down to H2, see if we need to make any further adjustments. Just looking to make sure that my levels look okay. I think this, I could probably move down. So this level right here, this is now sitting at 21,321, mainly because we have a bunch of rejections throughout here. We did have a candle break through and then close back down, and we do have some nice rejections that are basically sitting right at this level. So I wanted to make sure that I focused on most recent price action and capture that inside of my charts. So now that we have more data here, we can see that this bullish engulfing candle closed above the level and it formed this tiny candle. So we'll see what happens on Monday. So far, this level that we moved on the last time frame is still looking good. Okay, still looking great. Right here, this is a little iffy. I may want to bring this level down just a little bit more. So now this level is sitting at 21,298, really close to 21,300, a nice round psychological level. So I actually like that a bit better. And everything down here is still looking good. So now that we have this chart cleaned up, now we can go into the game plan for this upcoming week. And as we can clearly see, and we saw on the charts, and especially on the weekly, we can see that there's a really strong downtrend and price may continue that downtrend. However, there may be opportunities for short-term buys or even those buys being extended, just depending on what the market wants to do for next week. So since we have this right here, this candle broke and closed above this level, and this generally would be an idea for me to buy. However, we do have this little candle right here. Even though it's a low momentum, low volume candle, it did close bearish. So that is giving me a little pause for concern. In order for me to want to continue to buy this market up, I would want to see. I am building another community on School called the Consistent Profitable Traders. This is a group that is free to join. Basically, I envision having conversations about price action trading. And I do have some things in the classroom here. There will be more educational resources inside of the classroom very soon. And every month, I will have a monthly call where I'll answer questions that you may have about trading profitably. So go ahead and check out Consistent Profitable Traders on School. The link will be in the description box below. Price push up above these two highs and then maybe do a retest. This could be a great place to purchase if I'm looking at this market in the real time, and then maybe target here as my first opportunity to take some profit, mainly due to this resistance level and all of these wicks over here. But then let's just say if it continues to push up, then I would want to target this level right here. And this is a really decent move. So if we measure this from roughly here to here, that's 455. I think more realistically, it'd be somewhere in here, which is still about 400 points inside of this market. So definitely not a small move at all. That could be a really nice move. But let's just say if price wanted to continue those sells, it has already formed a resistance. And what we could actually do, we could actually move this here if we wanted to. I'm just going to leave it where I had it, but this is actually a really nice spot for a resistance. So let me move that back. And one thing that we could look to is continued sells in this particular market. So this is a 379 point move from roughly where it closed to all the way down here. And depending on your trading plan, this could be a really good opportunity, especially because it would be a continuation trade, especially because price has sold off quite a bit in this past week, and price could potentially continue that momentum into the next week. So that's an idea right there. So let me just mark this off right here, and then buys above here. But really, I would say to be safe, let me mark this off because I did talk to it about here. So this would be a buying area for me, and this is still plenty enough points. Yeah, almost 300. That's still great. All right. So that could be a really cool trading idea. So actually, any of these trading ideas could be really cool for the upcoming week. We just have to wait, be patient, and see what the market wants to do and not try to force trades. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to this video so that way it could get pushed to other people inside of the YouTube universe, and I can continue making these types of videos for you on my off day. So I'll see you next time.